Hello everyone, my name is Jason Parker, and welcome back to this channel about magic! Well, hi there. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're doing well. Today we are taking a look at Léa Kyle. She is performing for a second time on America's Got Talent as she fights her way to the top. Will she make it? For those of you who have not seen, I have reacted to her earlier performances, link in the pinned comment below. She is performing magic and quick change, and she is a magician from France. And you know what? Actually, I feel like this shirt is not appropriate for this reaction video. What do you think? I think we can do better. Pretty good. Not too shabby. Hey, this one's pretty cool, but oh, I think something else changed. Inside. Anyway, this is probably a good enough shirt now. And if my hair somehow got totally messed up, that's not at all related to how I was changing my shirt, which was purely magic. Now that we're on the same wavelength, let's go ahead and check out Léa Kyle's performance, which, unlike mine, has nothing to do with the video editing. By the way, if you are interested in learning some magic tricks yourself, you're in luck, because I've got a Patreon and I've been uploading magic tutorials there. I focus mostly on beginner magic, but yet stuff that's also very impressive at the same time. And occasionally I'll upload a more advanced tutorial as well. Plus you get access to behind the scenes life update videos from me, and you'll be helping to support the channel's continued existence. Thank you for your consideration, and now on with the reaction. Hey there, really sorry for the interruption. If you're wondering why the rest of the reaction video doesn't look like normal, why the video is a little funky, this is the reason why. And if you don't care, then just continue. Okay. Wow, that was nice. Huh. Where did that go? That's kind of funny. The camera didn't show us where that thing flew off to. I mean, I know these are live shows, so maybe it's harder to film everything, but you think they'd have like a couple different cameras on her and they could switch to the wide angle so we could actually see her act. Oh well. So far, so good. Let's keep going. Oh, she's sucking up the color. Got all the yellow there. What's she gonna do with it? Cool. I was wondering if she'd bring this back. This was on her Fool Us performance. Wow, that was really fast. That's cool. A 2-color change. A 3-color change! Wow. That last change caught me by surprise. I don't know how she did that at all. Nice. Whoa. We got the pyrotechnics going on here. Nice, a fog mist change. That was so fast, so short. Terry's laugh. Love it. So before we hear fully from the judges, I would like to give you my thoughts. First off, as I said, that was a lot faster than I expected. Some of the other contestants who were singing or performing were doing so for much longer, whereas Léa Kyle's act this time was so fast. I mean, I know the clothing change is supposed to be quick, but it felt like the whole act was quick. I wanted to see more. And I guess that's usually a good thing, leave them wanting more, but I just literally wanted her to be performing longer. So overall, my impressions are very favorable. I thought that was amazing. I do feel like she definitely took the performance and made it bigger, like to fill the whole stage. But I don't know. I kind of felt like I somehow liked her previous performance a little bit better. I really don't want to be critical because I loved her performance, but somehow in that first one, the camera was closer in on her because there wasn't such a big setup with all these different outfits that might do changes. So I felt like in her previous performance, it was somehow more intimate. Like you got to see more of her facial expressions, her personality, and they actually had like a variety of music. It was changing, you know, and she would pause and kind of build the tension for the magic moment. Whereas here, I kind of feel like they took it and just made it like Las Vegas, like big, flashy, loud, fire, fast. Anyway, it's very easy to be critical. It's easy to sit here and just complain. But on the positives, there were a lot of really cool changes she had there, especially that one got me where she did the light in her hand and she was changing the color of her, I don't know what to call that, vest, dress thing? Let's just call it a dress. She was changing the color. I was happy to see the return of that effect. I almost felt like it was a little too slow, but then she changed it twice and got another color, which was really cool. And then that change right afterwards really shocked me. It was like, boom, boom. Bow! My brain didn't have any time to process how that occurred. It seemed like her outfit just kind of popped off of her. Yeah, it just explodes off of her into confetti. It looks wonderful. That's gotta be my favorite change of the night. Even better than my changes earlier. By the way, just now I was reviewing the video again, and apparently at the beginning of the act, there's supposed to be an effect where she appears. But because everything started so quickly, I didn't even realize it was a magical effect. Take a look at this. You see there's a black square right there, and then boom, she appears. I don't know if it's the way AGT chose to cut into a closer view right at that last moment, but somehow the first time watching it, my brain didn't have a chance to even realize that was supposed to be magic. What about you? Leave a comment below. Did you even see that first magical effect? Inquiring minds want to know. Then we have this first clothing change, which I thought was fantastic right out of the gate. I didn't even see how it worked. All she had was the cover of her hat. Boom! What can I say? Amazing, flawless, fantastique. Really, it looked very nice. And then here's the part where she makes her boots change. And I was wondering, she gets her first boot to change successfully. The second one fails and she tries again and then it works. Was that intentional? Part of her act? Like, oh, it didn't work, let me try again. Boom! Or was it actually a wardrobe malfunction? Let's take one more look at that. I literally have no idea. That could have been part of the performance or it could have been a mistake, but she played it off so well. It didn't feel like a mistake to me. And then we have that part where her scarf flies off. I'm really curious what happened there. Do you think it jumped onto the mannequin? And do you think we didn't see that because it was a live show and they failed to record it? Or was there some kind of malfunction of that magic effect? And so the editors chose not to show that angle just to kind of like no need to focus on that. So many questions. I guess we'll never know. And then later you have the fire part where she's pointing at the dresses and they're combusting and changing. I kind of like it more now the second time that I'm watching it, because the first time I was kind of thinking like that's not magic, but now I'm thinking as a whole presentation, like that's cool. She's got these magic effects where she's really doing the quick change, and then interleaved in there she has these other kind of like just visually enjoyable kind of effects on stage to add an atmosphere. Those two costumes combust and change, the fog starts rolling in, and then boom, she changes into that big ballroom gown. I guess you call that ballroom gown? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Yeah, that ballroom gown change was really fast. I don't know how she did it. In this case, she was adding clothes instead of removing. I mean, we could all have some guesses how that could work, but I guess the key thing here is that she did it so fast, you know, it feels like magic and it's cool. Anyway, let's hear what the judges have to say.
Because it's vibrant, it's colorful, I think it is perfect for Vegas, and I also always try and feel the audience too, and I heard whoa, 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 all the time, so you give so many wow moments, and that's what it's all about. Thank you so much. You did it, you made me proud, thank you.
Sophia.
It's so much fun. I had never seen an act like that until I met you during the auditions, and now I'm hooked. I love it. And you make it special because those outfits, they look like they're high-end. They just don't look like it's paper that you're pulling here and there. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Simon.
Yeah, I think you are a real star. You want my honest opinion? I thought your audition was better than this performance. I don't know what it was. Just go to the length I thought it would, but it's still amazing. I just thought it was going to be better. Sorry.
Howie, what do you think?
I disagree with you, Simon. I thought this was better. There was pyro in this. I think there was illusion, there was magic, there was quick change. And if you are questioning how tough this is, Heidi, stand up for a second. She had 3 hours to get ready. She didn't even have time to put pants on. Look what you did. You're amazing.
Thank you
You
so
really
much.
are.
Great job, Leah. Great job. Good luck tonight. Listen, her dream is to headline a show in Las Vegas, but that can only happen if she makes it to the next round, and that's up to you, so you have to vote. Let's keep it going.
Okay, well, I will give you my conclusionary thoughts. Well, as you've already heard, I actually kind of agree with Simon, and I thought it was a little bit ridiculous the crowd was booing him so much. He was just sharing his honest opinion that he preferred the first performance more than the second one. I mean, if you're a judge, you should sometimes say positive things and sometimes say negative things, and he led by saying that he thinks she's a star. So anyway, I think we all agree it was a great performance, but perhaps, you know, the expectations from the first audition were set so high, it's just hard to meet that. There were certainly a lot of things to love about this second performance, and in fact, upon rewatching some of the clips during this video, I found that I was enjoying it even more. Anyway, my overall opinion is that she did a really great job. She's such a positive, creative, happy person. It's a joy to watch her perform on stage. I'm hoping her performance will be enough to get her to the next stage. I would love to see her win America's Got Talent. That would be amazing. Only time will tell. I would be very happy to see either her or Patrick Kuhn or Clique Intos take home the full victory, win the AGT. Actually, I'm curious if Patrick Kuhn got past that wild card round. Looking online here. Apparently he did not. Well, that's a shame. I was really enjoying Patrick Kuhn's performances. If you go to my channel homepage, you'll see I reacted to 2 of them here on AGT. And well, you know, I love card magic and that's what he was doing. But anyway, so we still have Léa Kyle and Clique Intos. Here's hoping we get a magician victory. And now it's time for us to pause and think about life. Think about what it means to be human. Maybe a 1-paragraph story in this book about animals can teach us something about being human. So I'll select one randomly. That's the table of contents, not going to help. All right, let's go to the beginning and take a look at chapter 3, The Cat and the Mice. There was once a house that was overrun with mice. A cat heard of this and said to herself, "That's the place for me." And off she went and took up her quarters in the house and caught the mice one by one and ate them. At last the mice could stand it no longer, and they determined to take their holes and stay there. "That's awkward," said the cat to herself. "The only thing to do is to coax them out by a trick." So she considered a while, and then climbed up the wall and let herself hang down by her hind legs from a peg and pretended to be dead. Speaking of awkward, that's kind of an awkward way to pretend that you're dead. Continuing. By and by, a mouse peeped out and saw the cat hanging there. "Aha!" it cried. "You're very clever, madame, no doubt. But you may turn yourself into a bag of meal hanging there, if you like, yet you won't catch us coming anywhere near you." And the moral of the storyline is, if you are wise, you won't be deceived by the innocent airs of those whom you have once found to be dangerous. I like this one. It's very unexpected. It includes a scene where a cat awkwardly tries to appear dead by hanging from the hindquarters by pegs. That's my kind of story. Okay, so what does that mean for us? I think this is kind of like that, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. You know, once you've determined that a person or entity is dangerous or bad for you, you're gonna revisit that. Maybe that's not a great idea. I mean, I guess you gotta balance that with giving people second chances. I guess it kind of centers around the whole belief if you think people can actually change or not, and I guess that's highly subjective. I like how that cat heard about this house full of mice and was like, "Oh, that's the place for me." And then she's just eating all of them. I could say the same thing about a chocolate factory. Smash like if you love chocolate too. I'm so confused why she decided to fake being dead by hanging herself from a peg from her hindquarters. Excuse me, her hind legs. Is she trying to pretend some artistic serial killer murdered her and left her body hanging up there? I mean, if she was trying to pretend to be dead, why not just have her body there on the ground like, ugh. That's how I would do it. Question for you, if you were trying to pretend to be dead, how would you do it? Leave a comment below. One thing I've recently liked to start doing to help interpret these stories is to take opposite perspectives. So the story, by default, is built around the perspective of the mice. The lesson there is you knew the cat was dangerous once, don't assume the cat won't be dangerous again in the future. But if we turn things completely around and take it from the cat's perspective, she identified a place that would be very beneficial to her that had a lot of mice, and she moved there. I think there's a learning lesson built in there. I think you need to assess yourself, think of your strengths and your weaknesses, and think of the job that's a perfect fit for you. or the city or the state or the country that's a perfect fit for you. Don't just accept where you are and what you have by default. If possible, try to optimize by placing yourself in a situation or scenario which is best for you personally. And that's why it's great if you can know thyself and know what you're about, what you like and what you don't like, what you're good at and what you're not good at. And thanks for being here and watching this video. This is the end of the video, and I'm glad that you chose to spend your time with me. I appreciate you being part of the 7% who got so far to actually listen to this fable. And yeah, I guess check the pinned comment below if you can. That's where I try to put most links and things I want to call people's attention to. You, of course, are welcome to join the Patreon if there's anything you would like to learn relating to cards or magic. I'm even taking requests. You could learn how to do this fan if you want to request that. Impress your friends. Blow their minds. And it's also just kind of fun. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I've literally got nothing else. Also, I believe Click Intos is performing on this episode. I haven't seen it yet, so I should probably get on to making a reaction about that. That being said, I hope you're having a fantastic week. I hope you're enjoying your summer. I hope you're starting to experience life returning to normalcy somewhat. And I'll see you next time.
Yup.